Welcome, all you lounge lizards, to another episode of Legions Lounge, episode 78, where we talk about all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, customs, and other Mythic-related action figures and stuff. We are your hosts. My name is Trevor, 16_shooter on Instagram. My co-hosts, well, one of my co-hosts anyways, Bill Dranowski of the Dork Lair. Our other co-host is going to be a little late. He's coming in tonight. Nate will be here, but he's going to be about 15 minutes late. In the meantime, Bill, how you doing, man? Are you feeling better?
Good.
You're doing good?
A little better.
Yeah.
Today was like a little bit of a reversal. Like I kind of felt like crap again today, but I'm still like super positive. Like the line is like super red, but
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Man, how long has it been?
Since Friday is really
okay.
First
I thought you were
okay. So it's just through the weekend.
All right. So you got a few more days probably until you're in the clear.
Yeah, thankfully it is not next week because next week school starts back up. So, which happened to me 2 years ago. I had it the first week of school 2 years ago. It was the worst time of my life.
Now, is that killing you because you're trying to get lessons created, or you're already done with that? You're probably ahead of time, knowing you, right?
The stuff I can do, I can do from my computer. I do want to get in the building, like Thursday, Friday.
Right.
Hopefully, I'm negative.
That's true.
But anyway, I'm feeling decent. But I'll be better in a couple days.
I forgot about that you got to get in there and get things set up. Completely forgot about that. Well, we got a super chat right off the bat, of course, from our friend Kevin M. Boots, $4.99 super chat. Time to grab those tasty beverages and hit the like button. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, absolutely. Hit that like button. Again, it lets people know that we're on and some stuff's happening and you're enjoying it. So that would help. So take a second to do that right now. As always, super chats are appreciated. We've got our super chat superstars, which I think I've neglected to do in the last couple of shows, but we're back. We got Joe Gonsalves, Kevin M. Boots, Rob Zamora, Curtis Ackerman. I'm counting them too from last week, from 2 weeks ago. Ishwar, Edgardo De Jesus, Stephen Delatour, Thomas Belay, and Jurassic Jesse. Thank you very much, man. That it helps. Offset the cost of this stuff. It doesn't really, I mean, it's nice. It's great. We can give stuff away. We can pay for StreamYard, and it's then we just have fun doing it, which is nice. Bill, do you want to shout out the chat, or should we?
Let's go through.
Okay. You feel good?
Starting at the top, Rob Zamora is here. We have Dave Orkin, Thomas Belay, Josh Brown, TJ Williams,
what's up, Tom?
Jacob Forna, J-Mac, D. Blake, let's see here, Motu Guru.
Oh, Motu, you spelled Odious wrong, man. You're in trouble. You better not let Wade see that.
It's like odorous. Recon Rich Blake is here. Jeremy Govier is here. Stacy Lynn, Carver Customs.
What's up, Stacy?
Let's see here. Steven with a V. Kevin Boots, Big Dub, Curtis,
hey, Big Dub,
David Williams, Mecha Rekka, Joe Gonsalves, Mower Figs. Let's see.
Mower Figs.
MetaTravelers is in the house. Cloud Foxwell,
what's up?
Van Johnson. I was on the Purple Gang the other day. It was a blast.
Yeah, that was a good appearance, man. That was good. That was a lot of fun. I came in a little late, but it was fun.
I was feeling a lot worse that night. Like I was a little run down, and that's a later show too. But
yeah, it didn't show. You didn't let it show. You look like you're having a pretty good time. I mean, it's still you're in kind of a fever dream anyways on that show. So it's like
totally. Winger Lose, Toy Chase. Jordan's here.
Jordan.
And Nate's going to be joining late. Michael Casper. Brutal Realm, of course. Tanya McCoy. Kevin McCoy. And
the whole McCoy.
Steph Workin.
What's up, Steph?
Pete Mitchell.
What's up, Pete? Kirby.
Any relation to Paul?
Maybe.
Kirby. And Chris Collier. And I think that's everybody.
Toy Chase? Did we get Toy Chase? Tim?
Toy Chase, yep.
There we go. Diggs Figs.
Diggs Figs. A couple later ones. Yep. Diggs Figs. Awesome.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Appreciate it. It's been 2 weeks, as it usually is. We, if anybody tuned in we just want to say congratulations to Curtis for running the gauntlet, and that finished up yesterday. Or did it?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. How's it going, guys?
It continues. Come on, like we couldn't have the gauntlet finished without being on Stephen Bisciotti's favorite Legion show, by his account, anyway. The Legion's Lounge, man, because we were off last week and you couldn't come on the show because we weren't there. I thought about doing just like a 10-minute like special or something like that, just to have you on and just talk so we could count it. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll be the extension of the gauntlet. Maybe the gauntlet continues. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. I mean, we'll see. How long can you go?
We're at 11 days and counting. So if anybody needs me on a show tomorrow, let me know. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there.
Is your family still talking to you?
Yeah. For some reason, Darla actually likes watching all this stuff. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought she just liked you like not being around. So
no, she actually sits across from me and watches and giggles. So.
Well, you watch.
She watches you live.
Yeah.
You're in the chat, like in every show. Like you watch every show. You don't ever miss. It seems like. So
yeah, if I'm not on, me and her are usually sitting on the love seat watching on the TV. So
that's great.
She watches all this stuff regardless. You know.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
I would love to find something that I mean, you know, again, my wife's into like, you know, the movies and stuff like that, but action figure stuff, I don't think I could get her to sit through a show of action figures. It's just not going to happen. But who knows? She is now coming to LegionsCon.
Oh yeah.
We thought that she wasn't going to be able to make it because she was going to have to go to Florida for some work stuff, and that's not happening now. So she's coming one day to LegionsCon. So who knows? I may be in the club of guys whose wives are more popular than they are at some point. Who knows? It could happen to me.
It's growing in popularity.
It could happen to anybody. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As they say, as Tanya says, Darla is the great.
To come. At least my daughter. My wife's not into this stuff, but I would love to get my daughter to come.
Is she going to come? I know you were saying that you try to get her.
I doubt it. I've tried like this. I'll try again this year, but she's still not really into it. But one of these years she'll
make it. Rob Zamora with the $4.99 bomb. It wouldn't have counted had he not been on Legion's Lounge. That whole week would have been voided as science and math. I agree, but
in economics too. Yeah.
Yeah, in economics. Yep. Cost of living.
You gotta hit all the shows.
Oh, you know? Damn! Look at that. The man knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing.
It's not just enough to like do one a day. You got to hit all the shows. You know?
Yeah, every one of them. Yeah, absolutely, every one. And I think this is it. Is there anything else?
Nothing YouTube wise, except for the enablers. Sometimes do some YouTube stuff, but they're not normally YouTube.
That's true. You didn't get on a recording of the enablers, huh?
Yeah, but it's mostly audio format. But yeah, if they end up doing something, you know, they got my phone number. So I'm not a hard man to book. So.
Apparently. All right, let's do some quick news here, and really the only news is LegionsCon. I don't know. Is there other news? Am I missing something?
We still got a pre-order going.
The pins from David. We'll take a look at those.
And we still got a pre-order.
We got the pre-order open. Yeah, pre-order for Ox Crew Book 2 Electric Boogaloo. And that is going until September what? 1st? No.
Yeah.
1st, okay.
I want to say, it's 1st.
I think it's September 1st at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, get in that, on that, buy early, buy often. But yeah, I mean, the big news is this week, and Curtis was there Wednesday when this was kind of unveiled, the schedule for LegionsCon, and of course the map right here for the showroom floor, which we will get into a little later. I'm not going to go through this right now because our guests are in this, and we'll talk a little bit about where they're going to be on the floor. Curtis, you're going to be over here on table 9 next to Emil and your friend Jesse, and with Tanya McCoy. share the table.
Tanya's going to show her stuff off. I'm really excited to.
That's awesome.
Be able to help her, show her stuff. She's just come out firing. So yeah.
She's awesome. Got to hang with her at IshCon. Just the sweetest. Her and Kevin just like offering to like drive me to the airport, and I'm like, you guys are too much, man. It's too nice, man. Southern hospitality, man.
I got a little bit of a bone to pick with them because they as of Sunday they still hadn't seen Deadpool Wolverine, so but
I haven't.
But I mean,
either.
Yeah.
Really, it's kind of on them, right? I mean, I mean, at this point, I saw it at SDCC because I figured I'm not getting through SDCC walking past, thousands of people without hearing spoilers, out of the corner of my ear or having somebody ruin it for me. So, if you don't care about that stuff, then it's fine. It's still a fun movie,
Yeah, I'll see it eventually, and I don't even care about spoilers for something like that. Like, it'll happen.
It was fun and it was exciting to see it when it when they happen, but it's still going to be interesting to see it when you go see it. And if you're not, if you're not a huge fan or something like that.
Well, see, that's the thing. They're huge Wolverine fans. I mean, they named their son Logan. Like, come on, you gotta go see it. So.
Yeah, that is odd. That's a little odd, guys. Come on, let's go. Come on. I saw Alien Romulus yesterday. I've heard a lot of like marginal things. I liked it a lot, man. I mean, I just let myself go on that stuff because like it's space horror. Like, like what can you do? It's dark corridors, and aliens. Like that's it. Like it was fun. It was just a good movie. I mean, was it groundbreaking? No, it wasn't groundbreaking.
They said they loved it. So
yeah, I had a good time, man. It was fun.
I've heard mostly good things about it.
Yep. All right, so the floor plan is out. The schedule is out. You can go take a look at that on LegionsCon.com. Highlights. Well, we'll talk a little bit about this, and then we'll get our guests on in about 3 minutes here. Purple Gang Live. That's a big one right there. Specifics to be revealed. We cannot reveal what we have planned yet. That a whole new way to adventure with the realm of mythos. That's going to be on the third floor. A couple of things going to be on the third floor this year, where the My Wife Is Going to Kill Me guys had their podcast, and a couple other people had stream from there as well. So that's going to be fun, man. We're taking over the hotel here. I know what this is. It's very exciting. Pop and Swaps parts exchange, which happened last year, but I think it's going to be even bigger because I think it wasn't quite widely distributed that was going to be a thing going on, and now that it is, I'm going to be bringing parts for sure.
For anyone who was looking forward to another breakout session of Pop and Swaps, we're going to combine that. So I'll go to that, and I'll be bringing like my bins for.
Nice.
Kind of like incorporate that like beginner's element to the to the parts swap thing.
Awesome. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I'll probably bring a lot of stuff with me if I can organize it in time. Let's see. We got double jointed recording. Pop and Swap Parts Exchange Legions in the lobby. Where is the? Specifics to be revealed. What was this supposed to be?
It's same as the same thing on Saturday. I mean,
they're just redoing.
Jeremy didn't say it was the exact same thing, but he said the one on Saturday and the two on Sunday are close enough related that as long as you can make it to one of those,
okay.
So
okay, I missed that.
Yeah,
but we do have
of it, but yeah,
right. We do have this mystery armory experience, which you tried to get something out of him on Wednesday, but he did not give up.
But you did kind of
really
get
anything.
some insight, right, Curtis?
Yeah, he gave me a little thing to share on the Legions ladies on Thursday, which was that if you miss the Legions Armory experience, you will be green with envy. And he did do this when he said green. So there you go. Take from that what you will.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could put two and two together and know that has something to do with the mysterious Green Knight that showed up at IshCon that nobody knew anything about. But still, what does that mean? Because there were some people thinking about this as like, are they going to have like real weapons, like life-size weapons from the from the figures and things like that, made from the figure weapons. But well, I'm not going to make my guesses because I know what it is. But what do you guys? I mean, do you guys have a thought about what this might be?
My thought was some sort of like Build-A-Bear workshop kind of thing, where they're going to have just a bunch of parts in green, and you go up and you say, I want, these arms, that torso, this head, and they put it all in a basket and give it to you, and then you get to make your figure. So that's kind of my guess.
I know you don't like speculating. Hey, there he is.
Seriously,
What's up, man?
I say I'm going to be late, and you call Curtis in? Like, really?
Well, I didn't really even call him in. He just showed up, man. He's just like he has the back door key, and like he just came in. He let himself in. Yeah.
Exactly. What's up, Curtis?
What's going on, man?
Well,
continues.
We've gone 16 minutes on this. We may come back to this, but I think enough people have talked about this and speculated about it that we'll find out. We'll find out in 12 weeks. In the meantime,
one thing I did want to just one thing. So when they showed the map of the main floor, like the main room, and they didn't have the Glios area, and they had said that the other room was going to be the Horsemen team room or whatever.
Right.
I was like, holy crap, is Glios going to be there? And then I was happy to see that room had the Glios creators.
Big Glios.
Section,
nice Glios.
I was like, holy crap, are they not going to be there? Because that's something I'm looking forward to a lot.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I was asked if I wanted to be in the stream. I kind of wanted to be out among the peoples, and I just had a good time like hanging out there and wandering around, and just getting out. That room's gonna be nuts. Like it's gonna be great. And it's probably gonna regret not being in there. But I don't know. I just my wife is coming. I just kind of wanted to be accessible and be able to wander around and grab some stuff and shop too. So. And we do have people that are going to be in the hallway this year too as well. So check those people out.
Which hallway is that? Is that just the
I'm going to guess
hallway?
It's the one out here outside this main entrance where Ziri was, I think, last year, right? Like it's kind of this hallway out here. I think
that where you're pointing there is like the parking lot. It goes into those entrances, and then on the left side of this, there's like a hallway, and I think it's down there.
I thought this was a hallway out here.
That there's a hall in front of it that goes right out to the parking lot. Ziri was you went around the corner and kind of down towards the lobby. So,
okay, maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way then. I thought this was because weren't the Horsemen over here last year?
Where the side entrance is there.
Yeah.
That's where Ziri was over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Weren't the Horsemen over here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there was a lobby out here, though. I thought Ziri was over here.
It's where people came in. That's where the line was to come into the vendor doors.
Okay. I could have sworn Ziri was over here, and then there was a door over here for the vendors.
That's what I'm thinking too. And then the line was lined up.
Because there's a whole hallway here, because this is where people came in to get in to line up for the Horsemen, and then you can
the line went down this left side over here.
Yeah.
Is where they lined up to get like the people that were there beforehand before Saturday. They lined up on the left side of here.
Here,
Nope, that's the right side.
Okay, the left side.
There's a hall right there. That's where people lined up to get in the room.
The left side.
Yeah.
From what we're looking at right now,
I guess I'm looking at this the wrong way.
The line was.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'm thinking of it differently. I don't know how, but because I thought this went out to the smaller room over here. No, is that not where that is?
That does, yes.
Yeah. Well, there's a hallway back here.
It's a walkway in front of the doors to go out to the parking lot. Yeah.
That's where Ziri was in that walkway
over here.
The parking lot.
Unless they moved her, I know towards the end she was out this side entrance.
Maybe. Well, I think they did move it around. I don't know. At one point, I know the ladies took their picture over here. Anyway, it's you'll find your way around. It's all good. Let's get our guests out because it's 20 minutes after here, and I really want to get those guys out. So I'm going to see if I can keep Curtis on and get everybody in here, but we'll see. It's a little. We'll see how this works. Our guest tonight. are all in the business of toy creation. So let's bring them out from last year's successful Kickstarter for the legendary MetaTravelers line of figures. A legendary welcome to Marko. Now I got to find them down here. Good Lord, is Marko here? Marko is not here yet. So it's Jeremy from Legendary. What's up, man? Good to see you. You're muted. Unmute yourself, Jeremy.
Hey.
There you go.
You
Hey, Jeremy.
Good to see you, man. I'm gonna get rid of this map here. Hang on a second.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
sorry
absolutely,
Marko couldn't
man.
be here. He wanted to, but it's tough. Ever since he moved out to Croatia, the time
Oh
zone
wow.
is difficult.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know he'd moved to Croatia. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So the whole team was actually just out there too, celebrating his wedding. So huge congratulations to them.
Wow! Congratulations,
Yeah,
Marko.
yes.
That's awesome.
It's pretty awesome
Cool.
news for
I
the
will
team.
miss his wonderful locks tonight, but
Yeah.
that's okay. From another successful Kickstarter for his Odious, the Living Curse figure. Get the knives out for Wade Marrick. Wade, it's Wade.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's cracking? How's it going?
What's up,
Good,
Wade?
man. It's good to have you on my show. Well, Bill's show, right? This is
This is Dork
Bill's show. I know it's a Dork show.
Did you hear him, Bill? Last week he got all offended because I was like, "Yeah, your podcast with Bill." He's all, "This is my show."
He started out. He's like, "I got a bone to pick with you," and you were on Bill's show. I'm like, "That's my show." First of all,
It definitely is Trevor's. I do almost nothing here except come on and talk.
oh,
I was only watching it because you were on. I don't care what Trevor has to say.
I kind of figured that. And finally, the men behind the current Kickstarter for the beefy Brutal Realm line of action figures, please brutally welcome, maybe? I don't know. Well, at least James is here. We got one from everybody. So James is here.
Hey,
Jason not here. What's up, James?
I'm sorry. I tried to give Jason the night off, even though he's the
Oh, that's fine. That's cool. Yeah.
Of us. He's in the chat nonetheless, so I can shoot him the link if you want to make it a whole Brady Bunch like.
No, that's fine. You can represent, man. That's good. Like, I don't know how my internet's going to handle this anyway. So like, it's good. It's probably good that we have one each. Yeah, and you guys have been doing the rounds, so like you got this down. Like the elevator pitch is there, and you got all the new stuff going on.
Maybe we could tighten up the pitch. Maybe
maybe we'll talk about that because we got two successful Kickstarter veterans here, so maybe we'll talk a little bit about that. So this is so you guys are all going to be. Let me bring up the map again. You guys are all going to be at LegionsCon this year, which is awesome. Wade, you just got in, and I think you guys
we did too. Yeah,
James as well, right?
Miracle, yeah, thank you.
You're going to be back. So Unparalleled Universe right here, 63 is where Wade is going to be. You guys are where, James?
We're in the hallway. We are.
Oh, that's
80,
right. Yeah, you guys. That's right. Brutal Realm 88 right here.
Yeah. That's my cousin's rap name, actually.
It's really
No way.
It's great.
Brutal Realm 88? Wow. What a coincidence.
How
be a good one.
fortuitous. And MetaTravelers, you guys are going to be kind of back where you were last year, almost, right? Like just
Very
about
close,
where you
yeah. Looks like we're just a couple doors down from you. Yeah.
Yep. I
Cool.
was up
Yeah,
here
you moved
before.
over
I
there.
think where He-Man is, and I'm down here now, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I guess I also start with you, Jeremy. Like, what kind of advice going into this would you give? You guys did this last year. What did you get out of last year? What did you find out of LegionsCon for your brand? Like, what did it do for you guys, and what kind of advice would you give?
I think it's definitely an IRL show. You know, it's the things that you can only really get, right? It's meeting the people who supported the project, maybe meeting people who haven't heard of the project, but really just connecting with those who, fell in love with the designs. I think that was the funnest part. There were so many people who had already heard of it, through the Legions community and through Jeremy Gerard and his community, and everyone. We were on Dork Layers podcasts. We talked with a bunch of people from the community. So at that point, it was awesome, actually getting to meet, some of the people who maybe they commented on the Kickstarter or they supported it, or even just talking to someone virtually. It's like even these conversations, right? To finally meet someone in person, I think it just kind of, it solidifies those bonds, and it also it's just really fun. It's fun to go out to dinner, make new friends, reconnect with old friends. It's just a really, really fun IRL experience.
Yeah, I mean the community's so tight that it is kind of like that, right? There's a lot of people who are going to go and do these things. Whereas Wade, we just came back from SDCC, and you debuted your figure at SDCC, which is a large audience to get out in front of. So you've got some experience doing this. Like, how do you think this is going to be different, and what are you going to take away from maybe like your SDCC experience to make it better, different, or?
I kind of expect that LegionsCon, that the crowd at LegionsCon will be there specifically for this type of thing. Like, I know it's not necessarily a Mythic Legions style figure, but I think like just independent type of figures, I think that's what that audience is definitely there for.
Yeah.
Like at Comic-Con, oh shit, there he is. At Comic-Con,
he's always on my desk.
Nice.
Nice. At Comic-Con, there's so many people, but it's easy to get lost because there's just so much going on. Like, I know a lot of people missed my booth that were actually actively looking for it. So I don't know how many people I put on to Odious while being there. I think most of the people that stopped by were people that already knew about it. I think at LegionsCon, it's kind of like a whole different audience. I know, because of the support for like independent stuff, I'm sure a lot of people there will already be aware of me and Odious and stuff. But hopefully I get in front of some other people that are there for that kind of stuff who are unaware of me,
Yep. I think you're absolutely going to have, that's absolutely going to happen. It as much as we think that everybody we talk to, especially like in this Legions community, knows so much about other things going on, like they just don't. Like, people get in their bubbles, like the 1-6 group. Like I'm everywhere. Like, so the 1-6 people don't know anything about what's going on with Mythic Legions. Half of them probably don't even know what Mythic Legions are. So you're going to get a lot of people here just coming for the experience of LegionsCon at this point. I think it's kind of grown. Wouldn't you guys say it's grown a little bit beyond, Legions? You know what I mean? It's still Legions centric, but it's become like such a great con to see people see, new stuff and stuff like things like dios and stuff that you can use with any kind of figure.
Yeah, it's definitely expanded.
Spiro's been there, MetaTravelers have been there, so they support Fox Force Toys have been there.
Plunderlings, Glyos.
Glyos and Plunderlings have been there, so they support, which is really cool, man. Yeah, it's their kind of con, and it's like it's about their stuff, but they're they're supporting these independent toy makers, which is really cool.
Even authors, small names trying to get out there. It's a perfect place for that. Yeah, and Curtis, absolutely. I know you've said stuff like going to stuff like IshCon and Mesquite-Con. You compare it to like a mini Legions Con. It's a little more intimate. You get to hang with people a little bit more time. So in a way, it's funny to think, but Legions Con almost is a more intimate version of SDCC.
Yeah. Still in all, though, what did you guys figure out, Curtis? And I'll come back to you, Bill. Sorry. About timing-wise, I think you guys did the math, and it was basically you could spend about 10 minutes at each booth.
Yeah, I think it worked out to be 10 minutes.
If you wanted to go to each booth, you'd have 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty nuts for a 2-day event in a small venue, not nearly as big as SDCC. It's a little more focused, so you're not, there's a lot of stuff at SDCC you can skip if you're not, just not into it. But pretty amazing. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
How many people would you guys say go to LegionsCon, do you think?
That's a good question. Do we ever get a number?
They withhold the numbers, but
they haven't given us a number, but isn't it like 300 something rooms? And, that's just the one hotel.
That's true.
I mean,
and a lot of people share rooms.
Yeah,
and we sold out this room, right? There's nobody else but us in the hotel at this point.
Pretty much, yeah. And then they've got 2 other overflow hotels that are getting filled. So,
and that's just people staying there, which is a lot of the vendors and stuff. So
I would say the majority of the people come that one day. Maybe they come that one Saturday or both days, but they just live close enough. So I'm thinking it's a few thousand. Right.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. 4,000, something like that.
Oh man, that's a good amount. I'm totally unfamiliar with like the layout and everything. Is it just like in a hotel? Like, like big room or what?
It's in a hotel. It's in a big ballroom. I mean, it's huge, man. It's I mean, it's not SDCC huge. Obviously, it's not that. It's not a convention center, but it is a big room. Like you can see across it, but it will take you a while to get through everything.
You can stay at the hotel for 3 days solid and not leave. Like there's you know there's stuff going on. There's a pub. There's they bring in food for lunch and stuff. Like once you park there, once you get there, you can literally just stay at the hotel until the whole event is done.
But I'm sure they could sell more tickets than they do, but they purposely manage it so you're not elbow to elbow. It's crowded, but it's not an uncomfortable crowded at all.
That is true, yeah. And they have limits, I think, fire department limits and things like that they probably come close to. I would guess, or they probably open it up a little bit more. So it's going to be good, man. The traffic is going to be great. I really think, back to your point, Wade, that you're going to find a lot of people that maybe have peripherally heard about it or haven't heard about it at all. So get your elevator pitch ready, man.
I have it. I'm ready.
I did want to just share.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Grab an extra Cabal shirt from the Walter figure because it looks awesome.
That does look awesome. Damn it.
Odious above all.
That's right. So James, are you guys ready for this? What do you got coming? What are you planning on doing for a table? Are you just going to keep it kind of simple for now, or?
Joe Lanta is going to be our big trial and error. So we're working on banners. We have Ken Coleman doing our packaging art, and his artwork is just meant to be blown up. And then our concept artist, who also is doing kind of like our comic book picture book, Desar, his work is really dope too. So I just posted Desar's newest Owl King there. So we'll have all that, and then we'll have the figures hopefully all printed out to take a look at, and awesome. We'll have stuff, prints and things of that nature.
Nice. So you'll have some stuff that people could pick up and play with, or is it going to be kind of
absolutely
awesome?
They can play with the 3D prototypes that Jason and I have done that aren't painted, and then we'll have the paint master or the ones that are painted, kind of a little off touch.
They've looked really good, man. Like the stuff that you've been showing on the shows has looked like really solid.
Thank you. Yeah.
Like I know, like when we were taking the pictures, it was a little preliminary and it was a little rough, which I'm used to. But like I personally can't wait to get them in hand.
I wish you could have gotten the Body 2.0, man. What you could have done with this figure versus what you did,
good, man.
What you did with the originals is and I mean, props out to Nico. He did an amazing job.
Nico's the band.
He made this look good, and you as well. But this is so much better. So it is what it is. We tried to launch something when we had everything ready, but then we changed everything. So this is what we're trying to make lemonade out of lemons. So
it's all right, man. It's a learning experience. I think all this stuff that you're putting out now is looking really good. I saw you put this out the other day, and then somebody where was this put out on your Facebook group? Thing, which is like hell yeah. Like
I don't even know who that guy is, but.
I wasn't sure if I was going to get a blank, but I'm getting a blank. I'm making
guys. I thought the blanks alone would get us funded. But I'm the creator. I'm one of the creators, so I think this is the greatest thing ever. So in my head, I'm just like, all this is going to happen. But
that's an interesting topic. So like going back to the guys who've been through this before, like I'll go back up to Wade and then I'll go to Jeremy. But Wade, like. Well, I mean, I know there was a lot of consternation, and you're Wade's got a show, so he's talking about it, almost every show, about what's happening and stuff. But how did you feel? Like, were you confident that it was gonna to fund, or was there? I know there was some times where you were like, must have been a little worried at times.
I'll say this before he starts talking. Everyone in the Tuesday crew thought for sure it was gonna fund like the first day.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, some of the guys are definitely were definitely more optimistic than I was. I don't really. I just work with what's in front of me, So whatever I had to worry about that day, during the campaign, that's what I did. Like, I didn't really worry about the end until about 3 days before it finished. And then I was like, oh, I don't know what we're looking, I'm not sure. Like, I just kept on moving. I try not to let myself get too into my own head about how it was going.
There you go.
Midway through, because there's still so much more to go. Or like in the last 10 days, it's like there's still 10 days is a lot of time to get things cracking. So, I didn't worry about too much while I was in it.
Damn.
The last day is where I got all stressed out, though.
Yeah, I can understand that, and that's the way it goes with almost every Kickstarter. I mean, for the most part, like there's that last day that it's either like you're trying to reach a stretch goal, or you're just trying to get it funded, and it's it's a stressful thing.
Yeah.
Jeremy, how did you go about that? How did you find? When did you guys fund? Did you guys fund kind of towards the end, right?
I think
the last few
it,
days.
Yeah, it like timed perfectly where we were finishing it up right around LegionsCon, either LegionsCon or New York Comic Con. So last fall, similar.
I think it was New York Comic Con. Yeah, that's right. I saw you guys there. Yep.
Yeah, and so for us, it's very challenging. I think it's like this for any project. The most challenging part is that mid period, right? And there's just that like mid campaign lull. And so I think for us, it really just boiled down to a matter, kind of what Wade said, just like staying with your process, right? Because you can't control what people are doing and whether they're supporting it or whether they're going to wait till the end or whether they already did. People drop off, etc. So you just got to keep going through it, and do everything you can to support the project, get the word out there, and obviously keep a positive mindset, right? Because you just really got to make it to the end. And I think that for us was probably the most challenging part, is just getting through that like middle stage period.
Right.
Do you keep your foot on the gas like from day one till the end, or do you? It's because it's pretty common that there is that lull mid time. Do you ramp it up during that time, or do you just know it's going to be a lull, so we're going to take down our stuff down a little bit and save it for the end, the last push? Or is it
you
just
definitely
a constant just.
You got to pace it out. Yeah, you got to pace it out. I think we came out of the gate really strong with some coverage from a bunch of people and, a lot of support up front. And, there wasn't a whole lot lined up for us in that middle period. So, we've just kind of doubled down on, okay, we got this time. We can make more content, put out more feelers, and just kind of make use of your time there. And then try to, if you do have that extra time in the middle, try to set some things up towards the back end of it, because things will kind of ramp up, right? So if you kind of just come with more either interviews, or luckily for us, we had Comic-Con and LegionsCon lined up, so we had more ways to kind of talk about it and get the exposure out there. So yeah, timing really is huge. And yeah, you got, like you said, you got to keep the pedal to the metal without getting burnt out though, right? It can be easy to kind of like spin your wheels and that. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge. We're happy we did it. I think looking back, one of the team's thought processes is, instead of doing 45 days, which is what we did, we might kind of bump it down to like a 30-day campaign. And that way it kind of shortens that lull. So, it's like maybe you have 10 days of a big opening, 10 days of a close, and then the middle period is closer to 10 instead of weeks, right? So that's something
it kind of forces people, because I think one of the things that everybody keeps saying, and I want to say this about Brutal Realms right now to everybody who's on the fence, just go and back it now. Like, if you're interested to go and back it now. Nothing charges till the end, not that we want you to back out, but like the more stuff people see that things are happening, if you're interested in it at all, it's going to get more people interested in it and get up to those stretch goals and get out there. So definitely don't wait. Just go and do what you can do, what you feel comfortable, and you can even back it down at the towards the end if you're feeling that something changes and whatever your situation or whatever. But like, you're not locked in until the end. So just if you're interested in it, go back it now, because that's the thing, like getting that going.
You could back on Big Bad Toy Store, and you don't even have to pay for it until we actually ship it, and you ship your pile of loot. So
there you go. Yeah. So similar to not getting in on the early for Horsemen drops, you can buy it on Big Bad Toy Store, and then it's probably a little more right on Big Bad Toy Store, but you don't have to pay until it gets to your pile of loot, is what you're saying. There you go.
with their shipping, it probably averages out to be the same thing, actually. So
yeah. Rob Zamora, $4.99. Thanks, Rob. If Kickstarter doesn't get funded, is there money you've invested that you don't get back? No. Nope. If Kickstarter doesn't get funded, it doesn't get funded. Nothing gets charged. It's all at the end. So
I'm wondering if he's asking the creators.
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've lost a lot of money. Yeah. We don't get funded. Jesus Christ, tens of thousands of dollars wasted, and that's why when people are like, just go with Athena next time, it's like, you guys, like, it costs a lot of money to get to where we are now. I know everyone's excited about this certain character, but
it's the molds you got to put out for that kind of stuff, or even just the prototype, right? Just getting that stuff designed, printing that out and making sure that it's even going to work before you do anything with it. And it's a lot. It's a lot of money. I mean, I wouldn't say, like, when you say it's wasted, I'm like I would say, like, you're going to learn from this. You're not going to quit. Let's say, heaven forbid, and I don't think it's going to happen, but this doesn't fund, and it's happened to people. Like, you're going to keep going. You're going to do this again. You're going to retool. You're going to go out there, and you're going to do it again. And because it's a good product, like it's a great product. Whether or not the rollout, I'm not saying in your case, I'm saying in anybody's case, like sometimes the rollout just doesn't work, timing doesn't work, whatever it is.
It's all
learn something. You've got an investment in it, and you're not going to just like toss it away and give up. I don't think you are. Maybe some people will, but I don't think you're the type of person who's going to give up.
It's definitely our fault on the rollouts. It's just, at the last minute we changed everything, so we had.
Yeah, but I'm not. I wouldn't. I would say. I think everything's going to be good, man. I think you got time and things are.
And the Big Bad Toy Store numbers haven't even hit.
True.
Yet. So hopefully those are significant. Right. And based on how we're doing on the last, days, it seems, looking at the math, the hopeful math, looks like we might fund. If people don't get afraid that we haven't hit a certain goal, if they just back it, if they're interested and they back it, we should fund. So
there you go.
And I think if you hadn't made the changes you made, James, you would have regretted that. So
absolutely.
If you're going to do it, you do it right. And I think that's the mindset you guys had, and
we're still not
pay off. So.
We're still not finished with changing this, believe it or not. The shoulders we want to rework and make a little bit more meaty, and think of Marvel Legends Hercules a little bit more like that. Right now they're a little too round, and we want to give it a little bit more matching to the rest of the physique.
Okay. I mean, I love it, man. I mean, I like this figure to begin with, and now this face I like even better.
And that's a shitty Photoshop I did. If you look at the newest picture today, that's the real render.
Oh, there you go.
The X.
That's the one. Yeah.
No, down.
No.
One more. I mean, that is it too. But we just got the newest picture. If you click out it, and go to that one. Yep, we just posted that today.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Okay. Nice.
That's the actual.
Yeah, that looks dope.
Yeah,
we're trying.
It looks good.
Trying. Yeah.
I can see what you're saying about the shoulders, but like that's minor stuff that like I like the idea. Like I don't know how you do that through Kickstarter. I mean, I know there's communication, but that's basically with, and I think you're doing it here on Instagram, but it's tricky. Like you want to tell people like you're constantly improving, because I think what you're saying is like there was a little confusion as to what, we had the pictures and then it's like you want to show them, but like, hey, this isn't exactly what it's going to be. So it was a little confusing, but I think people have an idea now that you've got stuff like these renders out. They know what they're getting, and this is not a far cry from what was seen. It's just like there's improvements made to them, and I kind of like that. I kind of like the fact that you're still working on it and making it even better as we go along here. So,
it's only going to get better.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. All right, so how about let's get back to LegionsCon. Go ahead. Somebody got another question? I'm sorry.
I do. That was a perfect segue, because I just wanted to go back, James, to something you mentioned earlier. When you said you're going to have prints, like some of the artwork, is that stuff you're going to be selling?
Yeah, we want to include something in with the packaging. I love just giving as much as possible when it comes to these figures. I'm so proud of them, and the art is amazing. But we might put together some prints and things, larger things than what would be included in with the figures themselves. So and whole collections of them. So that's a big possibility. We want to have something available for people physical to take with them, other than just talking. You know, because Jason printed out some stickers that were dope, and I've had a lot of fun with them. I could bring them out later, but we just want something for people to have that backed us.
Cool.
So hopefully there's that.
That's a perfect segue, Nate, because my question was going to be, like, what are you guys going to be bringing? So, Wade, like, you have been hinting at some exclusives, or an exclusive for LegionsCon, which you were, like, completely, like, ecstatic about the other day on the show. And I'm gonna DM him after this and ask him what it is, but I didn't, because I kind of want to be surprised in a way when you show it. But
I was gonna say, if you hit me up, I'll show you, but I won't.
All right, I will hit you up because I don't think I can wait. I'm impatient person. I got enough secrets to keep on the Mythic Legion side, so I was like, it's enough. Okay. But you are doing something exclusive, so there is going to be an exclusive Odious product of some kind. Do you want to elaborate on that at all? Or
of course. Okay. So I am going to have an exclusive, but so I was putting together this exclusive, and it came out so cool that I was like, I can't make this just an exclusive. So I'm going to have like an exclusive version of it. So it's going to be like a certain version of Odious, and it's going to be painted. It's the head is going to be hand painted by me, and it's going to have a jumpsuit that's a certain color, and I'm going to have like 60 of them available at the show, and I'm going to have a plan.
60. Jesus.
Yeah, and there's going to be a plan to incorporate this into the into like production. So I'm kind of scared because I was like, I don't want I want people to buy it at the show. I don't want them to not feel that it's exclusive, but at the same time, I want to make it for everybody because it's cool. But like, so
like an early release kind of thing.
Yeah, at least they'll get them first, right?
Yeah, the people that are there will get them first in their hands. That's the best part.
They'll get them first, and they'll be hand painted by me, and they'll be slightly different than the.
I think you're doing that exactly right. This is like what the and people, the Horsemen. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do, somebody's going to be upset, right? Somebody somewhere is going to be upset. But I think what you're doing is akin to like what the Horsemen do. Is it's like, well, there's a couple of extra parts in this, but you're going to have a chance to get the full figure with the gist of like what this figure's about. It's just going to be you won't get the glow in the dark head or something like that comes with it at LegionsCon. Which, if you want to track that down afterwards or get somebody to get it for you, that's fine. I think you're doing it the right way, though. Like, you'll have a chance to get this look. It's just going to be slightly different. The paint's going to be a little bit different. And it'll give people there the feeling that they got something exclusive. And the reason that they went there was to get that. And you got 60, man? Good Lord. Those, well, as Big Dub said, those are going to go fast, man, for sure.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I thought you were saying, damn, that's a lot of paint.
No, those will go. No. I would think about a few more. I mean, I don't want to be the guy who tells you that, and then you end up,
especially when you got to paint them all.
Yeah, that's the problem. I got to paint them all.
That's the problem.
So I'm gonna, if I could get more done, I will do more. But it's all dependent on if I could paint 60, because I throw that number out there like it's nothing, but painting 60 is like that's a shitload of work.
Yeah. So Curtis is a big customizer. We all customize to some degree, but Curtis more than anybody. And 60 heads. That's a lot.
Yeah, it could take some time. I think that you're going to have people that are already fans of this character that are going to want it just to have the exclusive version. But I think you're going to have a lot of people that are going to want it as their first version of this just because they see it and think it's cool and it's LegionsCon. I think 60 would go pretty quick. So.
Will you have more? I mean, I guess this depends on how much supply you have, but will you have just more regular Odious that you're going to sell at the show, or that you're going to bring, or just those 60-ish exclusives?
I hope to take some regular ones with me too. The only problem is, I have to ship all this stuff out there. So I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out what the line is. I'm kind of thinking 60 of these exclusives, and then 20 of my regular ones, just because I would hate to be out there and be like, I'm out of stuff. I'd rather have a little bit extra, but I also don't want to have 40 figures that I then have to ship back to myself or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out the line there.
Yeah. What's the sweet spot? That's tough.
Yeah.
Also, you'll probably want to consider, like, do you want to do like 60% the first day and then 40% the second day, or
Oh,
right. Hold
just
back
all
on
day
exclusives
one,
and
and
just
then
say,
see,
yeah.
you know, like it's kind of a tricky thing.
See, I'm too scared. I'm too scared that I won't sell out. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'd hate to.
You're
I
gonna
think you
sell
can.
out.
I would say don't announce it and just kind of gauge it. And if it goes like, hey, I'm going to sell all 60 of these today, maybe I'll hold back 20 and say, just tell after the 40th person buys one, say, come back tomorrow because I'll have some more tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a good.
I think you can do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, like, here's the other thing. I say this from like last year, even last year, man. People are loaded for bear, man. Like I'm telling you, they are spending money. It's crazy. Like I really was shocked because here's the thing. Like we went into it like 2 years ago, where they started having 2 exclusives, like one, on Saturday and one on Sunday. And there was a murmur, I got to say, like, I don't know if I said this to Jeremy or not, but like, oh, this is going to be where all the money's going. Everybody's going to be buying multiples of the exclusive on 2 days, 50 and 100. And it's like, nobody's going to have any money left. People have money left, man, to spare.
They're balling
like,
out
they're
out
buying 4 Horsemen stuff like there was no tomorrow and coming out onto the floor and buying stuff. So
people save up all year. I think they budget.
It's like Christmas. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
Plus, there was twice as many vendors there. The hotel probably cost a little bit more. It's like everyone was like, "Yeah, is there going to be any money left over?" And just like Trevor said, people are spending like mad.
It was nuts. So, let's go back. Hang on. So, airbrush, Wade, do you use an airbrush at all, or no?
Nah, I don't paint often enough to have like cool techniques and shit like that. I just do what I can with. I mean, if you guys are familiar with the head sculpts I used to do before, I just hand painted all that shit. So I would just continue to do it that way.
Yeah. Well, you're a man after Curtis's heart because Curtis hates airbrushes.
Airbrush is witchcraft. So.
Fuck the airbrush.
Damn. Jeremy, what are you guys doing? Are you guys going to have like some production stuff there to show? Like anything?
Let's see. Am I able to present? Let me just share my screen.
I think you could. I think you should be able to.
Yeah. Let me see.
You should be able to present.
Just present it, and then I'll put it up. Yeah.
Cool.
There we go. Boom.
So this is just a little teaser. Let me know if it's. Is it showing?
Yeah, the mold.
So.
Oh yeah. So we actually just got some of these photos, and I just wanted to share them. But we are currently on track.
Wow.
This is steel, right? So we're already past the gypsum print phase. I think we put some updates on the Kickstarter. You might recognize these little feet from the line, but we are getting very close to start popping plastic parts. So
this is something that I don't think a lot of people see, man. You know what I mean?
You wouldn't be surprised how hard it is to get these photos. I think we had to ask like 50 times.
Wow.
So like this is, I've never even seen the steel molds before. I don't know anyone else who really has, unless they've either gone to China.
Yeah, right. Unless you watch 4 Horsemen o'clock.
Yeah.
Or
very
look
cool
at that. That's wild.
to see. Let me pull that one. Yeah, so you can recognize, right?
Yep.
You see some of the little customizer slots, detachable chest plugs, all the little attachments. So yeah, we're excited. I think I have a couple too, just little test prints. I don't think we've shown any of these too, so you can even see like level of detail pretty high.
Excellent.
And this is just like the pre-test print phase. So they're still fine tuning those. We're on track too. So everyone's pretty excited to.
So you will have. You think you will have something for some test shots or something like that unpainted to show at the show, hopefully.
At least test shots. I'll just
nice.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, nice. Man, that's great.
Shots. Yeah.
How far? So where do you think you are production-wise? I mean, you don't have to say. Like, I know this is like something you don't want to like delve into until you've got like an update on the Kickstarter or something. But like, how far away are we from getting our MetaTravelers in hand?
Yeah, we're still on track to deliver Q4 as we originally planned.
Excellent.
I think so. When we first, we had projected it to be later than we had expected, because originally through the factory they said, oh yeah, we could probably do it by August, September. And so we were like, okay, give it a couple months. But we actually had to spend a lot of time refining the tooling models, like the 3D models and everything. And, we really had to dial in a lot of the details. We resurfaced almost every action figure. So what you saw in the prototypes, we added even more detail. So hopefully the final figures have, even just as much, if not more detail in them.
Nice.
Fix all the little hiccups with, different files. And I guess this is one of the things that we didn't foresee, is because this is a 15-piece collection on top of all the accessories and stuff. Not only does each part and their tolerances have to be like perfectly fitted. And that's the stage we're at right now, is checking all the tolerances. But because it is pop and swap across the whole line, every joint of all the figures has to be compatible with the parts from all the other ones. So they're checking all the tolerances, dialing everything in, and yeah, it's taken a little longer than we had expected, but we also kind of left that extra time in so we could deliver on time for the Kickstarters.
Amazing. That's great.
Congratulations, stuff, man.
Very exciting.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very exciting. So another thing that I want to talk to you guys about, and then open it up to the other toy makers here. You guys just announced, am I right about this, that you just announced that you're going to release, here, actually I can bring it up. Let me add this to the stage. 3D printing. So are you going to release the 3D files that make up some of these parts and pieces in order for people to mold on top of them and create their own parts and pieces? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah. So
wow.
Marko and I were just discussing this earlier too, and how can we enable the customizers? I think the first year we came to LegionsCon, this was 2 years ago, so not the previous, but the one before that, we were just blown away by what all the customizers were doing, right? So even the line itself was designed from the beginning with customizers in mind. And we're like, well, hey, we have all these parts. Why don't we just give parts to the community so, they can start designing and building their own stuff. And, once they get the figures in hands, they'll already have, their custom figures made. They can just plug in their parts, show off their creations. And, we just want to make it easy for them.
So that's awesome. A step beyond even like what the Four Horsemen are doing in that, like, you can, they're open, and obviously, I mean, prove me wrong, but I'm not even sure, like, if there was anybody before them. I mean, Glios, was a system, you know what I mean, that you could create your own parts, but I don't remember anything where there was a whole community of people making parts and pieces and replacement parts for, I mean, heads, yes, obviously sculpts for anything, Star Wars or Legends or whatever, but this is a whole different thing. But like, you kind of got to take your Legions and like measure things and either scan them or whatever. So you're like, here's the 3D model, like, go ahead and go nuts on top of this.
Yeah, we figured they're going to do
that.
The customizers are going to do that, right? They're going to do that anyway. So why not just give them a head start?
I think that's a great idea.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really
great thinking.
Cool. Yeah. So in terms of that, like, thinking about LegionsCon and thinking about the idea that the Four Horsemen have built on this whole community of customization, like, Wade, like, how do you think that fits into your yes, you how do you think that fits into your eventual unparalleled universe of Odious beyond Odious? Like, do you want to see people making custom outfits for him, or do you how do you think that's going to work out, like heads and things like that? Are you going to be cool if people are making parts and pieces for Odious and taking him beyond where you've put him already?
Yeah, I mean, you got to embrace like the customizing aspect of action figure collecting, and like Odious was kind of made with not necessarily like customizing, but Odious, he's easy to take apart. Like, you can pop the arms off, pop the legs off. You could do all kinds of stuff that lends itself to customizing. So like, but I do, at the same time, I do have like I am a little like sensitive about the Odious lore. Like, if I see something that's too out of bounds, I'm like, yo, hey. But you can't really fight it too much. But I love when I see people do customizing stuff that's within the lore that I've kind of like, this motherfucker right down here, But do it again. I'm gonna say your name, motherfucker. Do it again.
I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
No, sorry, but yeah, no, I'm sensitive. I do like when people do customs that feel like within the lore, like who Pablo is killing.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. He's with the samurai
really
and
yeah.
I mean, that's stuff that you want to come out with eventually. I mean, I think you're leaning now towards like we talked about at SDCC, and I understood your total point about this, but I was like, Odious to me feels like Action Man or GI Joe from the old 12-inch GI Joe, where you bought a scuba outfit and you put it on him, and he's like scuba GI Joe now. You know what I mean? And it's like maybe not scuba. Well, maybe, who knows? Maybe scuba Odious. But like kind of period, like Samurai Odious, and because the whole thing is that he can take over anybody throughout time, right, and kind of like possess their body, and you kind of want to do that, but you got to kind of embrace that people are going to want to try and make their own sort of stories out of that stuff. I think the Legions guys have done it well in that they don't at least permit on the Cabal, or to put it in public, like nudity or anything like that when it comes to like the parts and pieces and stuff. Like, you could sell it, it's out there, but they just don't condone it as at LegionsCon or on the show or something like that. So I think you could put parameters around it as to what you could do. But
so is what you're saying we're not going to see a Magic Mike Odious? Is that what you're saying?
There's already a Magic Mike Odious. So the backers were able to buy the Magic Mike blank body big dick.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a bare body. There's nothing left.
What's funny is I saw the box. I can't really keep my boxes, but I saw the box for the bare body Odious. It has the black box, and I was like, I kind of regret not getting that.
From the box, damn.
I know the box.
Even though I probably wouldn't even keep it, but I just was like, the box is cool.
Get yourself one of these.
Yeah.
I do. I have one right there.
Yeah, no,
I know you do.
Quick.
This dude is so freaking. I mean, I'm sure you hate it, but he's cuddly as hell, man.
No, I love it. Man, I gotta post some pictures. So my daughter, when I first made that, my daughter was like, "Oh, cool, you made a plushie," but she's like, whatever. She has one. But last weekend when we were like shipping Odious, she had speaking of like customizing and straight up violating Odious, she's putting this motherfucker in ballerina outfits and like taking pictures and then doing like what is it called? Oh, like photoshopping it onto like him skating around.
Oh,
your daughter is violating the terms of service, I think, right off the bat, Karen. Good Lord.
She is.
The assistant. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed the hood doesn't fit, but that's all right. That's cool.
This guy. Just plushie, man.
No, I love him. He's fantastic.
No, I'm very excited about that plushie. Like, a lot of people kind of make fun of me about it, but like I think it's cool. Like, I personally like plushies. Like, if I see a plushie I like, I'll buy it, but yeah, I think it's fun, and yeah, it's kind of like the opposite side of how I see Odious. Like, I see Odious like a Hellboy type of character, and then on the other side of that you have like this cuddly kind of goofy looking thing.
Yeah, but what is it? There's a parallel to that though. Like, it's not the X-Men. I was trying to think of like, is it like there was something where it's like this badass character that either carries around this thing, or like people have like cuddly versions, like big, Japanese starry-eyed versions of this like horrendous I can't think of what it is, but there's a parallel to that, like, which I think is like,
Godzilla.
Maybe. Yeah. It's in a story. It's a comic book or something that I can't think of, but I think you almost did it backwards. Like, I think if Odious, I don't know if they're selling now, but I think like Odious coming out and having Odious as this, you know what I mean? And then wanting to get like the plushie to go along with it. It's like, yeah, I kind of want that now.
Yeah, people have bought the plushies, surprisingly, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But
are you going to have any plushies with you or no?
I'm going to try. Oh,
okay.
My daughter was sending me the pictures, but it's not showing. Hold on. You could kind of see it there.
Oh yeah.
Like a whole scene.
Is it like a tea party or something? Good Lord.
It was like at Disneyland or something. No, but anyways, yeah, she's a fool. And
would you ever make a mini plushie for Odious to carry around?
Oh, that would be super cool. That would be
well.
Fun.
That was kind of like, my idea behind that thing is it's just him grabbing like a little plushie Odious, but I should paint this guy up to be like plushie Odious.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
I do hope to take some plushies out there as well. We'll see, though. It all depends on space and things like that.
I was going to tell you, because you were talking about it on your show, that there's it's become kind of a family thing, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, okay.
There's a bunch of people bringing, you know, some of the vendors and stuff are bringing their kids, but there are a lot of people that bring younger kids and stuff too. So there probably is a market for that. I wouldn't go nuts, but I think you probably would sell a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my questions here? How have you found? So, all right, I guess I'll start with James, and then we can go. How has this process been? Like, what have you found? Like, what have you learned from this big process? Like, Jeremy was just showing us the steel molds, and the fact that you don't even really see those. I mean, and the fact that he's the producer and he had to beg to see them is shocking to me. But I suppose that's how it goes. Things just happen behind the scenes, and you get to see like, oh, here's your product. There you go. That's what you got, and make some changes and make some notes and stuff like that. How has that gone for you? Like, how have you felt? It's been a learning process, I'm sure.
The lessons I've learned are numerous. Starting with myself as a business owner and trying to communicate with artists and get what we envision out into different forms of media, 2D, 3D, so on and so forth. So you can see your screen right now. Is that me? No, that's me.
Nope.
Sorry. Oopsie. But yeah, so many lessons I've learned, and the most important one is just to be patient, and yeah, that's the biggest one I can.
Well,
say.
you guys are both working with. I mean, everybody's done that. So you and Wade have both worked with David Vonner, right? Like you both
we're
have
actually
David Vonner involved with your projects, right?
Yeah,
which is amazing.
And we're probably going to have the same factory as him
Cool.
that Odious came from. So we're excited that Wade has led the way in a lot of ways, and we're riding his coattails all the way, hopefully, to being funded. And
he won't let you forget that, I'm sure.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. I owe him that much, at least. So
no, but it's great. Like, he's put out a great product, and the product is really nicely. It came out really nice. Yeah. And as much as like you were. I remember, because I catch Wade every once in a while. I don't really watch it religiously or anything like that. No, I'm on every show.
Yeah, his name's all, yeah.
But, I remember when you were coming out of this, you were kind of like, because they said they couldn't do this with the elbows, and they couldn't do to the butterfly joint. So it's almost like he was like preparing us for like, it's going to be okay, but it's freaking great, man. It came out great. It really poses really well, and it's just a great figure. So maybe that's a lesson. Maybe like downplay shit, and then when you get in hand, you're like, wow, what the hell's wrong with Wade, man? This is great.
I got a lot of that. I got a lot of people messaging me like, I don't know what you were talking about. It's fine.
Yeah.
But,
the shoulder movement, everything. It's great, man. It's fantastic.
I've tried to be opposite of my actual personality and come off as very humble. So
I think you've done well. I've seen you on a bunch of shows. You're doing good.
All right, let's see if I can hold out to the end.
Yeah. Jeremy, you guys work with Four Horsemen on this stuff, so you guys had some guidance too. Was there anybody else that was behind that before, that had experience before you got in with those guys? Because I remember like hearing like you learned a lot going to them with your designs, and then helping you and telling you, oh, we should, you might want to think about this or that or whatever for production.
Yeah, we already had concept artists and 3D sculptors on our side, but they didn't have nearly the experience with toy making. I mean, we actually on our team didn't have much experience with toy making, so we learned a ton from Four Horsemen. So getting to go into the studio and see part of the process and see some of our prototypes as they were kind of in progress, that was awesome. And I mean, they have decades of experience, right, across all the members of the team. So just top-notch toy makers. A lot of design choices, they helped with, and honestly, there's still some things that. It's like this with any project. When you look back on it, there's things you wish you would have changed. But I think one of our biggest lessons, and we're continuously learning, is not to let perfection kind of stunt progress. So while yes, you do need to have a certain level of attention to detail to create a quality product, you can also kind of like drive yourself nuts or spin the wheels a bit if you get caught in that loop of just really trying to get the perfect action figure or pick the perfect type of joint for this specific use case, things like that. But
I think that's so true of most artists, that if they had infinite time, they would just continually work on a project.
Right. Yeah. There's that saying, right? Art is never finished; it's just abandoned.
Yeah.
And so it's really, it's like we work on it as much as we can until either there's something else that we have to pick up, or we just we have to start a new project or call it finished.
Yeah. If you don't, and Brian Von Berk knows this too as well. He's a customizer and a producer of like incredible HUD sculpts and parts and stuff. I guess if you're not being given a deadline by your client or whatever, and you're your client at this point, like you got to set some deadlines. Otherwise, you could just, because I would do the same thing photography wise. I would just noodle with the stuff forever until like I got the perfect. But I mean, if I've spent a day on a shot and like this, I've got 3 more to do. Like it's got to go. Like I've just got to be. I would love to tweak this. I would love to move that head just a little bit over to the right.
Yeah.
But like you gotta,
even when you think you've nailed it, you look 2 days later and you like, damn, and I wish I would. Yeah, just like you said, I would have done this, that, and the other.
It's the perfect being the enemy of the good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or even the very good. Sometimes it's just like you got to stop. But if that's your inclination, you need somebody to like check you on that or something too. So it's good to have like partners and stuff like that, or at least somebody you can rely on, like Vonner or somebody like that, to tell you like, let it go. You're good. It's good to go.
Totally.
Rob Zamora with another $4.99. Thanks, man. Wade knows how good it is. It's all an act, like his bad boy YouTuber act. Oh, here you go. You're inviting trouble here. But we all know he's a really nice guy that likes getting hugged.
That's bullshit.
Okay.
Oh,
that is complete bullshit right there.
That's complete bullshit.
It's not nice.
Odious was a scam.
You're never gonna.
There's your promo.
From
Give me a hug, get a free plushie.
Oh,
he's taking all that sweet money and he's gonna run, man. That's
don't hug me, hug
YouTube.
the plushie. There you go.
That's right.
Shout out to Rob. Rob has been crazy supportive, and seems like he's always supportive on here too, huh? Or on your guys'
man, tremendously supportive. Can't wait to meet him this year for the first time.
So, what else? Like, I'm gonna go around. Let's start with Jeremy again. Like, what else are you looking forward to? Now, you've been there before, so like, is there anything you're looking forward to beyond just being there and seeing people for yourself, or interested in seeing what is going to happen? Anything the 4 Horsemen are doing, obviously, but anything else that?
I mean, for us, it's definitely important to kind of keep in touch with the community, see what kind of new cool stuff is going down, and it also gives us time to be out of our current element, right? Because we spend so much time either in meetings or in the design phase, on Zoom calls, kind of collaborating, but it gives you a different atmosphere to surround yourself with, right? So you get a little bit of a different creative juice. So just like the first time and the second time we were at LegionsCon, it's like you leave with so many new ideas, right? So I think that is one huge thing. Also seeing what a lot of our friends have been up to, the guys at Spiro, they're doing some awesome stuff. Plunderlings, awesome work. There's so many. I mean, I could name a bunch, but I'm just like kind of losing.
And for the you guys have James, you haven't been there, right? Like have you been?
No.
Okay.
I'm from New Jersey. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Don't hold it against me.
Shame on you, James. Shame on you.
So I'm looking forward to being back on home turf. I live in Atlanta now, so I'm a Southern boy. I'm looking forward to just getting that vibe of people seeing our figure more than, because I was at Joe Fest just carrying around our Cronin figure, putting it in people's hands. Jason from Spiro and Rob from Savage Crucible and the Fist action figures guys, and just getting an idea of what people thought, and to have more completed prototypes painted, and by then, like, all the renders done and people really seeing the full picture of what we have to offer. It's going to be great. Hopefully we'll be funded. Maybe even more than that we can show off,
That'd be great.
I'm excited.
No offense, but you don't come off as a Southern boy, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if that's you're trying to cultivate that, but like, no, it's not. That jersey is not. It's not.
I can bring it out. I can bring it out.
Looking forward to get back into the jug handles, New Jersey.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to getting an Italian hot dog. You guys need to find out about that. It's in Italian hot dogs.
Okay.
Man. Go get one.
That's one I've not heard before.
Yeah,
that's
the
new.
best hot dog ever.
Because I'm interested.
You had me at hot dog.
So you take pizza dough and you turn it into a loaf and you cut it down the middle. You bake it and you slice it open. You have a flat top that you have Hebrew national dogs on, onions, bell peppers, and then golden medallion potatoes. And they're all cooking in this grease.
What?
It's Newark, so there's going to be some dirt in there too. And then you just
sweat.
Yeah, a single is one dog, and a double is 2 hot dogs. A little ketchup, a little mustard. The mustard though is you use one of those spreading knives, so it's just along the dough, and you don't squeeze it in there. Yeah, and then you put the onions, the bell peppers, and the potatoes on top, and you get a wooden fork, a 2-prong fork. And there's 2 places, only 2 places.
Jesus Christ, this is elaborate. What the hell?
People from Newark are like, right now they're like, yes, he gets it. You get it from Dickie D's or Jimmy Buff's. Now, some people say there's others, but those are the 2 ones you go to.
You're buying a hot dog from a place called Dickie's?
Hey, man. Dickie D's.
That's crazy.
That's
Dickie D. Dickie D.
D's dog.
Is this true that what Greg says? There's a legendary Italian hot dog spot in my town, Tommy's Hot Dogs in Elizabeth.
I don't want to put anybody's Italian hot dog down.
Oh,
but everyone knows.
Please, let's not start a war here.
If it doesn't have, if it's not Dickie D's or Jimmy Buff's, I'm just
Man, that sounds freaking awesome.
That reminds me of the North Shore beef. That's like a thing up here. North Shore beef. Just look that up. It's like it's a roast beef sandwich, but it's a total thing where it's like very specific to here.
Huh.
Back in college, we would get the knockoff version of that Italian. It was the same exact thing, but it was from like Wiener Schnitzel, and it was. I mean, they're good, but probably nowhere even close to the OG one.
Northern New Jersey and Southern New Jersey, we all have our like things. Southern Jersey calls Taylor a pork roll. Taylor ham. We call it Taylor ham up north. So there's a whole bunch of stuff.
You got New Jersey's like a whole like separate like country unto itself, man. It's so weird. People. Like there's a whole I don't know what the hell happened like during the Civil War or what the hell it was. Like you just like it's all sorts of weird shit going on there with like the southern, the northern, and the coastal people, and it's like it's not that big a state, man. It's like it's not there's
we're a big melting pot. Puerto Ricans, Italians, black, white. I'm black and white. It's just all in this beautiful garden state.
It's separated by food.
Absolutely.
It's a good state, and it doesn't smell as much as it used to, and the food is very, very actually very good. So.
In Detroit, it's the Coney Island and the Coney hot dog. And the two big rivals there are literally right next door to each other. Lafayette and American Coney, they're right next door.
Which I still don't understand how the Coney Island dog got to Detroit. Like, I mean, like it's Coney Island. It's we got Coney Island, man. I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway.
Blake mentions the pork roll, egg, and cheese, which reminds me of the famous song by the band Ween called Pork Roll, Egg, and Cheese.
I have that. Is that their first album? Green Pepper?
I forget which album it's on, but yeah.
Are they from Jersey?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's almost dinner time here. Y'all are making me
Wade, what kind of food are you looking forward to in Jersey? Are you
eats microwave tacos?
Legions Lounge.
Wade is half Mexican and he eats microwave tacos.
Hey, I ate that shit real quick because I had to go entertain on live stream. Okay, it was very important.
I did witness that. They were like little tiny.
I didn't want to eat that shit. It was gross. It was offensive. But I'd rather eat that than a fucking dick dog or whatever you're gonna.
I'm gonna shove a dick dog down.
Yeah, you're getting dick.
All right.
But Bill, this North Shore beef, fucking whatever, it looks hella good. So it's a bunch of roast beef, like drowning in gravy.
Now he's excited about getting beef down his throat.
It's So it's
roast beef.
It's roast beef, and it's on an onion roll, and then so you get the 3-way, which is American cheese.
Wade loves the 3-way.
Barbecue sauce and mayo.
It's gonna be fireworks.
So you're trying to so here's your choices: a dick dog or a 3-way with some roast beef. What's the
Italian hot dog?
I do like hot dogs.
It's an Italian hot dog from Jimmy Buff's or Dickie D's.
I'm taking the 3-way with roast beef, please. As far as eating in Jersey, everyone keeps scaring me because people are like,
the 3-way is the way to go, really.
Tacos or whatever. I'm not trying to eat. I'm gonna bring granola bars. It's only 2 days. Fuck it.
What pizza? You got to try some pizza, man. I do have to say, like, I don't know about D-dogs and like pork rolls and shit, but like pizza in Jersey is second only to New York.
The Irish pub in the hotel is pretty damn good. So.
Yeah, I don't.
The Irish pub is very good.
To be honest, is the food good in the hotel?
It is
very good. Yeah, the Irish
good
pub
breakfast,
is
and then the pub, man. You did like I think Curtis said. Someone had said at the beginning, you literally don't have to leave once you're there.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor, how much of this interview you think is getting cut by PGG to use on Saturday?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, this is going to be a whole fucking commercial. You kidding me? It's going to go right with Gaspar sausages, man. It's going to be, for sure.
I guess I'm now on the hunt for... I'll be bringing Gaspar sausages down.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
That's local to me. Like, that's at my grocery store.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got to bring those for sure.
You're bringing sausages to the convention?
Yeah, I guess so. I was recruited on Saturday.
Oh, it's a whole thing. Don't ask, Wade. I'll turn you onto this channel. Like you may like it. I don't know. It
sounds good. I don't know.
Yeah.
So what Bill's saying is he's gonna have a sausage party, I guess.
Nice. A fest, if you will.
Oh, fest.
Yeah.
Or a 3-way.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Okay. Back to action figures.
Yeah, talking about the toys, I think one thing about LegionsCon that would be beneficial to all three of these gentlemen is, the people that collect Legions aren't your, typical that like go to other conventions. Like they're not people that are looking for stuff at Targets and Walmarts. Like they understand these independent properties and that some of these you have to kind of hunt and search and find and learn about them because they're not going to just be in your face. So I think, just being at a show like this, you guys are going to definitely hit up some people that have never even seen your product before. And I think that's going to be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to the challenge because I think sometimes when I think about Mythic Legions, I kind of automatically assume swords and sandals and wizards and goblins and stuff. And that's not really what Odious is necessarily. And like the stuff that I'm taking out there isn't really that, So I'm kind of I'm excited to see how that goes over, because I really do think it's going to kind of be different.
Well, you got to think. Well, you got to think too that people are not just. I mean, the people who are collecting this stuff are, first of all, they're action figure fans. They're aesthetic. They like the aesthetics, and there's a lot of like, and again, I don't know what you're doing, but like there's historical horror that they've put out. You know what I mean? Like for the
figure obscura
stuff, cosmic stuff. So it's a wide variety of people, and everybody collects a lot of stuff outside of this stuff too. So
and there's a good chunk of customizers who will take Legions and make them modern day things like superheroes or like tributes to modern day things too. So like there's definitely a demand for that.
For sure. Horror and stuff like that as well, for sure. So it's going to be a wide variety of people for sure. So where was I? I'm thinking about sausages now. I don't know why. I guess Wait, are you looking forward to anything else? Like, have you looked around? Like, having not been there, I guess you kind of don't know exactly what to expect, right? I mean, to some degree.
I mean, I hope to go out there and buy some cool, unique stuff. That's for sure. I just don't know. Like, I haven't gone to a convention where I flew to it in forever. So, like, I don't know how the logistics of all that will work out. But, I definitely look forward to grabbing some custom pieces. Hopefully some, like, new action figure lines that aren't necessarily one-of-a-kind customs, but just early stuff from whoever, I want to get some unique stuff for sure.
Wait, are you going to have someone else with you at your table?
I'm taking part of the time my nephew will be out there with me, and he's awesome. He was a huge help at Comic-Con this past year, so
he did a great job. He was
nice because you're gonna obviously you've seen the schedule, but is it Saturday night we have 2 hours for the exhibitors to go around the floor and check stuff out, but you're also gonna it's good you got someone there to give you a chance to go wander and talk and meet people, so you're not 100% trapped behind your table the whole time.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, well, Glom, like I'll point you in the direction of a bunch of people, but like there's so many good. I mean, Curtis has got a table. He does amazing stuff. That whole area, the Wolf King Custom people, it's incredible artists over there doing amazing stuff. Then you got Eric Miller, you got Giovanni Bly, his stuff. I've told him like if you gotta like order the shit before like he even puts it on the table. Like I was at IshCon and I wanted to buy something from him and he's like, oh, that's already been sold. I can't get anything from him. I got this. This is incredible. Like, so this is the kind of stuff that Giovanni does.
Wow.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool. Super detailed.
Yeah, super detailed. You know, a lot of representation. It's great. He uses a lot of black characters, and it's really awesome what he's doing.
Amazing.
It's really cool.
Yeah, walking around LegionsCon, it's like walking around an art exhibit. It's amazing.
Eric Miller work.
Nice.
Dirk's Customs, little froggy dude that I bought from him.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's nice. I like the. Can I see that one again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really dope. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and you stick that on like a Cosmic Legion, and you know it works. Like you've got a little, Cosmic Frog dude. This was the Forge. This is really cool. He's got the red eyes. Like it's amazing, man. People are doing incredible stuff. You're gonna love it, man. You're gonna love it for that reason. It's really, really amazing.
And like Rob says with another super chat, send him to Emil's table.
Oh,
you want to see some incredible customs.
Well, I think you may have seen like the Avengers. I mean, he's gone like the Avengers that I bought from him. Like he's gone beyond that. Like, his stuff has even gotten. Yeah, all right, I know.
He'll cut the cheeks off one figure and then put it on the face of another figure. And then, like he's like insane.
No figure is safe.
Yeah, his vision is amazing.
I do want to show him this because it is pretty cool.
And wait till you see Curtis's elephant thing he made.
So this thing he did a killer croc.
Okay, he took the mouth.
And you've seen this figure before. Yeah. You know where it's from, but like not. So he cut the face. Does he have? He's got a video of this.
He does.
Yeah, here you go. So two different figures. Just cut the whole face off of this figure. Cut the front face off of this figure and molded them together, basically.
And then sculpted scales on top of that.
Yeah, that's too cool.
Like that. So there's your start of it. Insane.
Oh man.
Jeez. So he tries to do like instead of getting custom parts, he tries to use the parts that are out there from Mythic Legions and turns it into Killer Croc, man. Like it's crazy.
Oh, that thing is huge, huh? That's the bigger.
Oh yeah. That's the bigger brutes. Yeah, ogre scale actually.
Has he done Bane yet? Because I know he's done Batman and Killer Croc.
Yeah, he's done.
Black Knight.
Black Knight.
Yeah,
man, that one's. I like that
he
one.
He did do Bane, right?
Did he do Bane?
I could have sworn.
Yeah.
Oh, is this
right
Bane?
there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there. Oh, that's the Arkham Origins style Bane.
And not only does he, he tries to make these out of as much Legion stuff as he can. He also does his own incredible 3D sculpting.
Oh yeah, he's a 3D sculptor on top of that. Yeah,
man, I love that. Incredible. Damn, yeah, he's crazy.
He sculpted he sculpted the thing like an entire figure. Like
I haven't seen that one.
On top of an ogre scale, like years ago.
Those are sweet.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is like probably 90% of his stuff is going to be sold before he even gets to LegionsCon.
Yeah.
So,
but it's still worth
commission.
Yeah, either commissions that people paid for ahead of time or ones that he put up and they've already been sold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be
see it in person.
We'll have them awesome. On the table,
Incredible.
and it's great to just see it.
Yeah, it's just really cool to see it. And
he's kind of a jerk though, but his stuff's really cool.
He's like the nicest person ever.
Yeah. Love you, Emil.
Yeah, well, I think we'll one of these shows we'll talk a little bit about the strategy for noobs. I think we did a noob show last year, and we'll probably do one this year again. I mean, because some of these people do sell stuff ahead of time. So what else we got going on? Wade, you got shirts and stuff, right? Up for sale right now. So you doing anything with the shirts? Is that your contest with the shirts over? And that was with Odious, putting Odious in different places, right?
Well, it was that and shirts, but I totally jacked that up because the hashtags weren't working, and then people told me the hashtags aren't working. Man. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, we'll do it later. And then Odious came in, and then I haven't been able to. The boss just told me, you got to give away a figure. You told all these people to go buy shirts. Everybody bought shirts, and then you didn't give them anything.
So,
scam.
I think what you could do is if you just tell everybody to add a tag, make sure they tag you in it too. I think that's what
tag
Horsemen
you
did on their last one, because hashtags are they don't work anymore.
Totally fucked, man. They don't work anymore.
I think I will do that. I just have to wait to get past the wave of Odious stuff, because I get like right now people are getting their figures and everybody's messaging me, tagging me, and it's so awesome to see, but it's just a lot to keep up with. So once I get in a few weeks here, once it dies down, then I'll get back on it.
Two things. Jeremy, James, you guys got T-shirts or anything you're gonna do? I mean, you're doing prints. James, a little early for you, but like, are you thinking about that?
We're still working
Jeremy,
on shirts.
anything?
Yeah.
Okay. MetaTraveler shirts. Did you have some before? I thought you did.
We haven't done MetaTraveler shirts, but we did do a graphic novel. Actually, we did a 64-page graphic novel that wrapped up, and we just sent off to the printers about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
So yeah, those should be there.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Oh, you'll have those for sale there?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
We should get them in time. And what's cool is like they feature they feature most of the characters that you've seen in the line.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome, man. That's really good.
Sweet.
That's cool to hear.
Yeah. So if anyone's seen the post on social, it comes with it's actually 3 stories in one. I think there's like the 20-page main story. There's a 10-page Genesis story excerpt from the original comic book, and then there's a 10-page character story featuring the Pale Kings. So you get a little flavor of all the different stories kind of like coming together.
What's up, Chewy?
Who writes that?
Yeah, and if you are considering shirts,
Dave Orkin.
Consider hitting up Dave Orkin. The dude does incredible
work.
Incredible.
He's got nice shirts too. They're just really nice
quality stuff, man. He does amazing print work, and then
Jason, look him up.
Super good.
Jason's in the chat.
He did my shirts.
Yep. He did Legions Lounge. He does tons in the community. He does tons of band stuff. He's great work.
We're about an hour and a half. I'm gonna everybody who's still sticking around. I'm gonna do a quick giveaway here. Hashtag Swiggity Swag. We're gonna give away a swig. I know, there's a lot of swigs out there, but there is going to be 1,000 swig. This is marketing, guys. Like if you all credit to Jeremy. Like, I don't know if they made a lot of these or they just had a lot left over. I don't know. But he came up with a lore story that if you're not in the know, that this guy created a potion because he's like an alchemist, and that it accidentally created like 1,000 versions of him in all sorts of different ways. So, you got to go out and you've got to buy a lot more swigs to create like different versions of them. But they're doing a custom swig 1,000 swigs photo at LegionsCon, so you can customize your swig, paint them whatever you want, put them on a brute body, whatever, do whatever you want, make your own swig. So
can I enter?
Swig? Yeah, you can enter. Sure, absolutely.
Trevor, did they get you to take the photo?
No, nobody's asked me to take the photo.
No, okay. I know there was some speculation. I think I don't know if it was Euro Legions or what, but
yeah, I don't. No, nobody's asked me to do that, so I don't know if it's just going to be like a photo op. You know what I mean? Like it'll all be there, and anybody who wants to take a picture can take a picture.
Yeah,
I'll take a picture of it, but I don't even think I'm. Well, I will have all my equipment with me, so for the intern for a day. But so yeah, Swiggity Swag is your hashtag. Is it possible that this 1,000 swig pick could be a Guinness pick? I don't think so. I'm sure there's probably no precedent for that, so I'm thinking maybe it could be the start of one. Maybe next year if we get 2,000 swigs, we can break our own record. But this might be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. All right, so keep putting in Swiggity Swag. We'll wrap this up pretty soon.
Next year it'll be Cosmic 1,000 slogs.
Yeah, it'll be whatever other figure they have extra of, and Jeremy writes a new story.
That's right. Hey, come on, man! It's pretty genius.
This one has 10,000 brothers that look just like him.
That's right.
Yeah. What was the relic guard where he said 12?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I meant 1200.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to do, Wade. Your next character has to be like an army type character, and like you have to say, well, you have to have at least 6, because like you can't, if you don't have 6, then it's not official. Like you got to have 6.
What is the plural of Odious? Is it ODI, or have you figured that out?
Works. People have been saying ODI.
Yeah.
The plural of octopus is octopuses.
I thought it was octopi.
Nope. It's octopuses.
That's irrelevant. All
You
right.
learn something new every day.
The more you know.
I'm sorry, I went to school to be a teacher. I'm just dropping that.
There you go.
I got a question about the Kickstarter stuff. So when you guys are doing one of these and it's going on Kickstarter, but it's also on like Big Bad Toy Store and stuff, does it matter to you which way people order, or as long as they're ordering, it helps?
It's for us, since we're in the middle of it right now. We do take a bit of a loss on Big Bad Toy Store to give a more,
You got to sell wholesale to them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, we don't know how much their order is going to be, if it's going to reflect, how many orders they get, or if they go above that. We're thankful to be in this partnership with them. So we're happy to have that. So, long story, yes, it does help us more if you order from Kickstarter first, but we're happy whichever way you can do it, whichever way you can support us. If that means you don't have the money right now or when the Kickstarter ends, but you can, get the whole line or just one figure on Big Bad Toy Store, we're appreciative of that. So
there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah, and back it now. Like, just get on there and just like, get a blank, do your
$28 for
I mean, if you're a Marvel person, this is going to be a great Luke Cage. Did
you see the picture I sent you on Instagram? We got a new picture of the blank body rendered I haven't shown yet. Yeah.
Do you want me to show it?
Yeah, please, because I'm really excited about the blank body itself, and I think it's
Legion's Lounge debut.
Yeah.
See it?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I love to give exclusives.
Boom.
So yeah.
Look at that.
That was. I think it's got a lot of potential. Hopefully, people do too.
It looks great, man. I mean, these guys are just like beefy. It's just like,
yeah. I love they didn't skip leg day, man. That's good.
Oh yeah.
It's as if like He-Man. Like, I was never into He-Man. I just thought,
oh wow.
Even as a kid, like I just didn't like the proportions of the body. I was kind of like, I wanted to be a comic book artist, and when I saw this, I was like, this is like ridiculous.
I love ridiculous.
I loved Thundar. I was a Thundar.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like He-Man. I like Thundar.
Thundar was a better cartoon.
It was well. That's the thing. Yeah, it was a better story.
He-Man's a better toy. Thundar is a better cartoon.
Yeah. But this is what I wish He-Man had been back then. You know what I mean? Like, this is the stuff.
This is what it should have become after all these years.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you.
That's where it should evolve to. And some of the more recent He-Man stuff has been pretty cool. I'm just not
absolutely
into He-Man enough to get into it. But this stuff looks really cool. I love just the fresh, lore and stuff like that. I love the representation that you guys are doing. It's really cool.
How has the Motu community responded to this? Have you been getting a lot of good feedback?
It's weird. I thought our biggest seller would be the most Motu looking character, the Cronin.
Yeah.
But he's our least selling character. And
really?
what we get more than anything is people wishing that we focus more on the unique characters. I was excited to make these unique characters, but I was afraid that without any attachment, a comic book or media of any sort, that people wouldn't be drawn to them. So I created Cronin out of my own desire as well. I have my own, lore for our own golden blonde barbarian. But that's been the most feedback, is that people love our uniqueness the most, which means,
there you go.
Which is a very big compliment, which means that we can stand on our own without having to make these homage characters.
That's awesome.
I think that's the way to go, man. And if anything comes out of this, I think you're going to be fine funding wise. But I going forward, I want to see you guys do more like, more unique characters that don't. Like, I think Crowman. I mean, obviously there's a little homage here, but I think just the idea of the Crow part of it and the story that you got going beyond behind it is.
Thank you.
I think it's cool, man. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I want to buy into. You know what I mean? Like, that's really cool.
I think that's another misstep of mine with Barbarian Warriors, as I didn't make
this
them.
Looks great.
Yeah, Chief Mato, everybody wants him, so we made him. Someone even asked in the chat, they're looking forward to him being unlocked. Chief Mato is actually unlocked now.
Sweet.
Because his tooling wasn't that much, and we wanted to give more incentive for people to buy as many figures as they wanted. And,
that's great.
So we went ahead and made him available, so you can get him now. He's not available on Big Bad Toy Store because of the extra tooling and the costs with Big Bad Toy Store. It would hurt us to make it available on Big Bad Toy Store right now. So hopefully, if we get funded and we hit a certain tier, we can make him available on.
Well, that's cool. That's good to know. I'm definitely going to add him to my order.
Yeah, let's get a few people on here now. If you've been thinking about it, go do it.
Please.
Am I reading this correct that these accessory packs are $5?
I know, we're crazy. Dude,
that's nuts.
Yeah.
And
we have an additional character that we're going to offer in the Kickstarter coming out. As soon as we get some art to represent him, we're going to take the Euro Barbarian character, give him red hair, slosh on Celtic war paint, so blue Celtic war paint, and give him the axe and all the accessories from the accessory pack, and make him a standard character called Killian the Red. I don't know where I came up with this name.
Love it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, let's get this to 60 before this. Come on. We got 400. Come on, 400
and we're actually higher than that number because the Big Bad Toy.
Right.
I know. I'm sure. I just want to see it. I want to see it go. I should have done this at the beginning of the show, but anyway. All right, let me jump back to the giveaway, and we'll do this, and then we'll get the hell out of here. In the meantime, before we draw this and we get everybody going, Jeremy, what's the next step for MetaTravelers? Where's Wave 2? When are we going to see that? And
we were just talking about this earlier. Marco and I were discussing what exactly will be included in it, what kind of new tooling we would want. I mean, we have so many character designs that we've never shown. We have different body types. We have like a brute figure. We have a female figure. We have a bunch. We even were exploring vehicles, and we have like a V1 vehicle, 3D modeled, just like a first draft. But we haven't decided exactly what that will look like. I think our number one priority is to make sure that we knock this first wave of figures out of the park. Right. So it's easy to kind of get lost in the next thing. But obviously, you got to plan for the future. So
of course,
we have options, but
Jeremy, do we see a peek at some of those characters in that graphic novel you were talking about?
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can pull up some of those pictures.
Is the graphic novel that you're going to have at LegionsCon, is that the one that's written by Danny Abnett?
No, so this one was with Andy Lanning. He was one of the original writers of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah,
I said the wrong one. Both of them wrote Guardians back in the day.
Cool.
Oh yeah, there's a few. But yeah, he wrote the one that ended up becoming the movie, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they both did.
We were fortunate. Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
In the meantime, Wade, next moves for you. We're going to get that. Let me bring that up, actually, because that looks really cool. Let me close that before people see all my private chats. There we go. This thing was a hit at SDCC. Everybody was
that looks
loving
rad.
this.
Love that.
And I'm loving it. And what this going to be a Kickstarter, you think?
Yeah. So it was cool to see how excited people were for this, man.
Everybody, like, we were standing there for a while, and I was talking to Wade, and everybody came by. I was just like, oh my God, when is that coming out?
Yeah. So the plan with that is so now that I have like tooling for most of the body, the plan is to put together like 3 more versions that are gonna have like new sculpted parts, and basically taking the Mezco Gomez approach, where it's like new head sculpts, new attachments and things like that, new soft goods, new weapons. And this is kind of where I'm going to be able to put a lot more into the accessories than I did with the first Odious, because I can put more focus onto that as opposed to just like focusing on the body.
Sure.
It's going to be on the same body of the current Odious. It's going to have all these new things. And I'm going to do like 3 different Odiouses, or ODI. ODI.
There's
There's going to be this one. There's going to be a cowboy Odious, and then
no
a Inuit, I think it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. So you thinking about doing all those as Kickstarter, or as one Kickstarter, or as multiple?
They're all going to be one
Kickstarters,
Kickstarter because
Okay.
I don't want to like, I don't want to
string it along. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to Bucky cap this body, like for you Legends guys.
But I mean, if you're talking about the Gomez route, like I don't think people care about the buck. The buck is good. Like it's the Bucky cap buck was like, Jesus Christ, enough with this.
Yeah,
we got to see it. You don't even see it. It's under clothes, and it's a good buck to begin with. So I think you could keep going with this thing, man. But like, that's it's your call. But I think it's got plenty of legs.
Okay, cool. Well,
yeah,
for now, just in the immediate future, I'm going to do this one with the 3. And then also, before that, which I hope to be showing off a little bit at LegionsCon, I'm going to start, I'm going to have clothing accessory packs where it's just clothing. It's not like extra sculpted pieces or anything like that. So different types of clothing. And I do hope to show some of those at LegionsCon as well. But that's what I'm working on now. And I do hope that this next Kickstarter with the 3 figures kicks off in February.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's a
good time. Are you going to do it for 45 days or 30?
30 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And odds that Pharaoh Munch comes to LegionsCon. Did you say he was there before?
He told me he hadn't gone before, but somebody else in the chat said he
was there. Yeah, somebody told me he was there. I never saw him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he was out there. There was another show out in New Jersey that I know he went to, but he was saying he might come through for this one, which would be awesome. I'm going to handcuff him to my table and have him sign autographs or something.
Work it out with him. He'll probably do it.
He's the best. He's been so supportive and that's a childhood hero for me right there. So
that's
awesome.
amazing. For you, that's a childhood hero, and he's just a great representation for the community. For Legends, I know he's been on their streams and stuff, and
yeah,
that's really cool. All right, Swiggity Swag, we're going with this. 56 out of 84. This is your last chance to get in on this for swag or a swig. Swag.
Good luck, everybody.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Not Wade. Not Wade. Not Wade. Not Wade.
I think I have a good feeling about that.
I could send him 2 things because I got it.
Hey, Alex.
Rigged.
Congrats, Alex.
Congrats, Alex. Right,
Speaking of, he's another customizer. You'll see there. He makes amazing fountains and display pieces.
I've got one of his fountains. It's incredible.
He's
Love it.
Good.
And he's getting more and more stuff.
One of my Michigan brothers.
Really amazing. Yep. All right. Congrats, Alex. You know how to get a hold of me. Hit me up. I'll get that out to you. Guys. Oh, Jeremy, do you have that? You have that image? You want to show us?
Here, I'll go ahead and share the screen.
And we'll wrap it up. I know we're going way over time. Sorry, Wade.
No, it's all good.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah, I'm chilling for as long as you guys want to be on. Cool. I appreciate the invite and stuff.
Yeah. So, just real quick, you might recognize some of these characters, right? We got one of the Builders Prime, Obsidious.
Art looks awesome.
It does.
Yeah,
man.
this is one of the covers. We actually had.
It looks very geez, Wade, you can hate me, but Hellboy, Mike Mignola.
Oh yeah, with the dark shadows. Yeah.
Yeah. Gustavo Vargas, he did the main story and the first cover. Let me see if we have pictures. There's 3 other covers. So we also had Todd Knock variant.
Damn.
Wow.
Familiar with Todd Knock. Ant Williams, who he did the inner story of the Pale King, and he also did this variant cover with Obsidious. We also had Liam Sharp, who pretty awesome DC artist.
That's amazing. That's the one I want. I want to grab that one for sure.
Pretty cool lineup. Yeah.
The
story is awesome.
I'm sorry, Jeremy, the writer again.
Yeah. So Gustavo Vargas or Andy Lanning wrote the stories. Gustavo Vargas, he did the artwork.
Damn, the art is beautiful. Go down again. Some of the
So did you, as far as the story goes, did you give a general direction and an outline type thing, and then just let them run?
Mark and I did a lot of the direction. We worked with Andy on the story. We worked, with Andy and Ant. Ant also does a lot of the art and stuff too, and just kind of bounced around ideas. Andy had already kind of helped build out our Omnipedia, as it's called. So there's also all these Omnipedia pages, which is almost kind of like a historical account of our universe, just because there is so much stuff. So It covers like what exactly the Nibiru are, what the Spite are, the different crafts they use and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been
really nice. That's great.
So are you guys just offering this
great art
through your website and at conventions? Do you have a distributor for the comic?
So we haven't met with the publisher yet. We literally we actually went through Indiegogo. Main reason being was we couldn't do a Kickstarter while we hadn't finished our current Kickstarter. So we had already been about 80% done with the actual story. So we were just like, okay, we just need to get it out there. So yeah, we're selling it there on our website and also in person at live events.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool. Yeah.
Are you going to have, as far as the 4 covers, is there going to be some that are more exclusive, hard to get?
Yeah. The main cover by Gustavo will be the one we print the most of, just kind of as like the base edition, and then we'll have more limited versions of the other 3.
Cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
Everybody's art game is on point, man. You guys all got some great stuff. I want to just show this real quick. This is amazing. Like, I would love a print of this.
Nice.
That's badass.
Love that.
Man, again, I don't know. I've talked about this a bunch, but I couldn't believe this. I mean, this is crazy.
Nuts. It's got to be cool when like you just see somebody like doing that, just out of love of your show or your character or whatever. It's just cool.
The Daryl Banks, the guy who drew this, is the one who drew the original Green Lantern comic that this is based on. Yeah. That was the thing where I was like, what the? I was blown away. And he loves Odious, man. It meant so much to me. He was a big fan of it.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, and Wade, you're working with a ton of great people. Jeremy Wilson, I just heard. That's fantastic, man. I love his stuff.
Who's Jeremy Wilson?
Or I'm sorry, James. I meant James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Monster Machine Creations did at least 3 of our head sculpts, maybe more.
Nice.
Yeah. He's probably going to end up doing more. Orbis and Jeremy and Dalfu Yan Pen are our main sculptors for our head sculpts. And we couldn't be happier with the team we've gotten. I don't know why these people are working with us, but I'm happy to have them.
Wow. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, man. It's gonna be good. You guys got something really good. Go back it, man. Go back that Kickstarter. Let's get this funded so we can see some stuff at LegionsCon. It's gonna be fun, man. I'm so glad all you guys are coming. You got Spiro Toys, you got Fox Forge Toys gonna be there. Like I just love the fact that these guys are put their ego aside and like support small independent toy makers, you know what I mean, that could literally be as big as they are in a few years, you know what I mean. So like it's cool. Like that's it's a cool way to go. I can't wait to see you all again live and in person.
It's gonna be fun.
Yep. Yeah, thanks for coming.
See you guys at the pub.
Right on. Yeah, looking forward to meeting you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys all being on, staying for as long as you did. Thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. What's that? Oh, well, we'll see. I'll take my own, but we'll see. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats. Appreciate it, as always. And take care. Road to LegionsCon started, man. It's 12 weeks. 12 weeks away. We got 6, maybe 7 shows if we can fit them in there to get everybody on here. Or
I've started my training already.
There you go. There you go. All right. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you later. Take care.
Cheers.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
Good night.